What's up, guys? Welcome back to the My Laptop Sucks podcast. Ironically enough, we forgot to mention that I got a new laptop last episode that just
Yeah,
went
that's why we have
completely
the
over. We're recording our own audio now as well, and I'll just sync them up. I
yeah.
was just super lazy for a long time, and I didn't feel like recording the audio. I was just like, oh, let's just record Discord and OBS, and that'll be fine. But
Yeah. It'll be
I
fine.
I didn't realize how much better the quality would be until you were like, wow, it's like night and
Yeah.
day. I was like, really? And then I listened and I
Yeah,
was like,
it's
holy shit.
genuinely
Just testing
it's
things out.
honestly crazy.
Yeah. It's so, I was like, wow,
Speaking
it
of
really is
audio,
clearer. What's up?
My Blue Yeti, as trusty as it's been over the past few years, it's starting to be kind of weird. It's starting to like pick up, like it's starting to have a whine.
Yeah,
like, in the
I noticed
background.
that, yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I'm just going crazy, but listening back to our commentary in the 64DS episodes recently, it's like some weird like distortion or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the Elgato software, but I
Possibly.
did notice it when I was recording my audio raw that there was still the whine.
That is strange.
So what I'm probably gonna do is I might just like might sell this on eBay and like save up and get like well not before
Get a
I'm
new
gonna save
one.
up and get yeah and I have a thing I'm planning on. Once I get a new job, I'm gonna save up for it, and then you'll be able to hear my voice in
Wow.
much clearer audio.
You can't hear his voice right now.
quality.
Zach is just an astral projection. The sound
Yeah,
of his
I'm not
thoughts
real.
are just being beamed into your head right now. The quote
I'm not
unquote
real.
voice you hear is just a figment of your imagination so that you can perceive his divine thoughts from the
This is
fourth plane.
we're truly breaking new ground on the podcasting
Yeah.
thing.
We're
with
not
this
even
whole-
using audio, we're just beaming thoughts directly into your head. God, imagine that would be so messed up. Imagine if
That'd be fucking. Oh god, that's terrifying to think about.
we just had that
God.
technology and we just didn't tell the
Yeah.
government or anything. Like, now we're using it for podcasts.
Yeah.
We could make
We're-
anyone listen to our podcast whenever we wanted to.
Yeah, we could. That'd be a pretty. That should go on the list of like lame superpowers. Just like beam your own podcast into people's heads.
Just like pre-recorded messages, like
Yeah.
just like out of nowhere, like someone's trying to sleep
Yeah.
and it's like, "What's up, everybody? Welcome back."
Or like someone's just out on their morning walk, and then they just hear this pre-recorded message of, "Don't forget to go get milk at the grocery store."
Oh God, yeah, we just use it to like
Just like-
prank call people and their thoughts.
And they're just like, "Wait a minute, am I on low
God.
on milk?"
Just like using telepathy to like prank call people, or like
Yeah.
telepathy is just reading minds, right? Is there a thing for like
Yeah.
putting minds
Telepathy-
in people's heads?
Telepathy is just
thing for
hearing people's thoughts.
Yeah.
I think there is some other superpower of like
it
being
just-
able to communicate in your brain.
that? Is it just being psychic? That might just be it. I don't know, but that would be.
I
really
think it
fun
might
either
be
way.
a form of telekinesis, but whenever I think telekinesis, I think like lifting shit
Yeah,
up.
telekinesis is like physical stuff.
Yeah.
Like lifting things and moving things. That's telekinesis. That's why the
Uh,
Pokemon
please-
move is like the spoon.
Yeah. Please comment down below what that is,
What was
so
that?
we can know.
What was that movie where the guys get like psychic powers or whatever and they go crazy or something? They're like teen kids and like in like high school or something, and the one kid gets all like mad with power. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I
my
don't
God.
know.
High school kids telepathy, or no, it was telekinesis movie. I remember Ryan Nigahiga Chronicle. He did a parody of that where he was like
Oh,
pretending to
okay.
be psychic. I always do that thing where you walk up to like the automatic doors at like the grocery store and you just like move your hands like you're opening it psychically or something. It's such a funny gag. He did a parody of that movie back then, but it's all like it's like filmed from like a camera, so to speak, like a found
Yeah.
footage sort of thing. That's what the movie is like shot like. So
Yeah.
it's really it's pretty interesting. They never really explain how anyone finds it or whatever. It's just like you're just seeing it from the perspective of like some kid's camera. It's a whole
Yeah.
movie, haha. So
Man, found footage movies. I think found footage is quite possibly the genre with the lowest quality movies.
Oh yeah, like lowest budget.
Yeah, lowest budget and just lowest amount of actually good ones.
Yeah,
in it.
because you don't need like an actual camera setup. You just need someone to like hold a camera, and obviously they have to be shooting what they want to be like in the frame and stuff like that. But yeah, it can be hard to get right. Because Blair Witch did it, and they did it on like what was their budget, like $10,000 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Something absurdly low for movie standards, and then they made like it was like a smash hit, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and everyone was like, I can do that. I can hold a camera and walk around. When it's like, well, that's not.
And
really
it's also just horror movies are much cheaper to produce.
Oh yeah.
Like because they don't need that much. Oh yeah, we need like a set that looks like a spooky house. we need some weird white family who look like they're easily distressed.
If we're talking about like super generic horror movies, then yeah. There's also like Paranormal Activity where it's all like security cameras, isn't it?
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of the movies, so I don't know if they ever change it around or whatever. But actually, I think I saw part of it. But I don't know.
I guarantee you, if Blumhouse, if their movies were just slightly higher budget, they'd be out of production because like or something like that because the movies are so cheap to make and they bring in the dough. Like
that's why they made like 7 Paranormal Activities.
Yes. Because no one gives a shit about the ongoing plot. Because those movies are connected. Like, surprisingly.
Somehow.
But
the Paranormal Activity cinematic universe.
Yeah, for the 2 people who care. But, like...
Thanos kills all the ghosts.
Oh my god. Just combine every movie with everything.
It's like Infinity War, but it takes like 2 minutes because they're like... They don't stand a chance against him.
Thanos, like he snaps and it wipes out like the monster from Cloverfield, Godzilla,
Pennywise.
Yeah, it's just
oh my god! Imagine if they made a cinematic universe for like a bunch of different horror movies. That would actually be pretty cool.
That'd be interesting. Also, Universal kind of tried that with The Mummy. Uh-huh. Yeah, remember they tried doing what was called the Dark Universe or something, but then The Mummy flopped, and then they were like, "All right, well, this is not worth it."
Or
the other one.
The reboot?
The reboot.
I see. Was that the one where they uploaded the trailer with like no audio or like fucked up audio?
Yeah, that was it.
Who was in that one?
So, I think it was. I don't think it was Tom Cruise, but my brain thinks it's Tom Cruise.
Nicolas Cage?
There's no way it's Nicolas Cage.
I don't think
that
so.
movie would have done well.
I'm probably thinking of something else.
Oh wait, I was right. It was Tom Cruise.
Nice. I'm sliding over cars while I shoot.
I cannot believe I was right about that.
Sometimes you just have a hunch. You just have a hunch, and you're like, this hunch is... Thanks a bunch for that hunch. Yeah. Sometimes it's right. The most obnoxious thing is, like, trying to think of something, and, like, you like, you know it, but you can't think of it because your brain is, like, too preoccupied, and you have to, like, stop thinking about it in order to think about it, because... then your brain will just like make the connection while you're not even trying.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting idea for a game, like having to like micromanage tasks. Like you cannot accomplish a task by just like going at it and doing it. You have to like divide your attention and they slowly add like more and more. That sounds like more like a puzzle game. Like you have to spend enough time on each that you can like finish it, but you have to like leave enough for it to be like finished on its own. Sounds more like a timing thing. I don't know. It'd probably be like a Professor Layton puzzle or something. Like, line up the dots so that they all make it when you're not looking at them or something. Because you know how, like, when you go on, like, a track and how, like, the outer one is, like, longer, so they, like, start you at, like, they start you further up because you technically have to run more. So they start you up farther so it's, like, more even. That'd be, like, a game like that, except it would be, like, a circle, and they would all be like going outwards, so it would be like hard to gauge. So you'd have to like take a shot at it or something like that. I don't know. So I'm really bad at making puzzles. If I've learned anything from tampering in Mario Maker, I am just awful at making puzzles. It's just like I don't know what I can do. It's so weird. I need a puzzle making class. I need a mentor to just show me the way. That's like my weak suit. But Speaking of suits, I don't know. Today's sponsor, what's the fucking online...
What's that suit company that sponsored the Nostalgia Critic? God, if we'd be the worst people to fucking get sponsored.
Indochino. Well, I mean, if we were getting sponsored, we would know the name of the place, obviously, because we'd have it written down. I remember that SNL skit about the Joseph A. Bank suits and how cheap they were. They came in like a tissue box, and you would take a suit out of the like giant tissue box, and they would use them to like wipe up stains and stuff because they're so cheap. They're like, "Thanks, Joseph A. Bank." Flawless segue, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, can I nerd out about something real quick?
Nerd up. Wow, what's up?
All right, so when it comes to like playing old games on original hardware, the thing like the best. So there's products, they're video processors. You plug in your low resolution like old console into it, and then it'll scale it up to 1080p or higher resolutions, and then you can play it on your TV with low lag, and it'll look all nice and pretty. And like
on the original software or the original
on
hardware.
The original, yeah. And the best device to do that is a product called the Open Source Scan Converter, or the OSSC, as it's called by most people.
The OSC.
Yes, and the new, like, I think it's either the successor or something just like an upgrade to it called the OSSC Pro just got announced like literally like a half hour ago, and it's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for it, even though I'm probably not gonna buy it.
They should rename it. Like, they should rename it to the Converter of Color Scenes and call it the Cox.
I don't know where you were. I didn't know where you were going with that. I don't know why. I thought that was funny.
I spent a whole 10 seconds trying to think of an S word.
Yeah. But it looks pretty cool. They only have like a 3D model render of it right now. But
oh shit! But it's in production. Is what matters.
Yes,
that's cool.
People like. The hardware for everything's already picked, and it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty good, and I am very excited to see it. And the new big thing that everyone's kind of really excited for is it has HDMI input, so you could just hook up an HDMI switcher to the input, and then you could just have essentially everything running through it. Yeah,
nice. That'd be cool.
Because it has. All right, so quick explanation. In Europe, they have a cable called SCART, which can carry a bunch of different signals. And
is that their weird like thing they have? I forget what it looks like. Is that their weird like outlet or whatever? Or am I thinking?
No. Not power outlets. It's a cable that's meant for video, and it's basically the highest quality video a SCART cable can carry is RGB video, which is really good. And so it has that. SCART. It has component. It has a component for like your PS2 and your Wii and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it also has VGA for mostly just the Dreamcast. And,
it has RGB for the Wii U if you're feeling like, I don't know, nostalgic.
For some reason, if you're weird and you don't just hook it up with HDMI.
I still don't get, because they were, I guess because they were marketing to people who bought the Wii. That's why they were like selling the Wii U, is they were like, they didn't want to like sell them to people who didn't have like an HDMI TV. Yeah. Because they were like, oh, so any casual gamer who has a Wii has like composite, so they'll be able to buy the Wii U and play the Wii U and like play their Wii games on the Wii U. So I guess they just didn't want them feeling left out. Is HDMI higher quality? I would assume so.
Yes, very much so. Because composite is essentially the second worst analog signal that you can output from a game system.
Jesus.
So it goes from RF, which is the thing that you screw into the back, and then it goes.
That I remember AVGN talking about that one time. I think on like some super old console.
Yeah, and then it's composite, and then S video, and then like component / RGB are essentially like the best analog signal that you can get, like, just in general.
What if it was Svideo, like Sven? It was like Swedish. It is video.
I mean, SCART is actually an acronym. It's a super long French acronym because the cable was developed in France.
I thought SCART was the little rat guy from Ice Age.
No, it's Scrat.
Close enough.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm
Remember
old
that?
now,
Remember that Ice Age 3D platformer that we saw trailers for, and I thought it actually looked pretty good.
Didn't you tell me they're
Did that come
remaking it or
out?
something?
No. It seemed like an original thing, just like new.
Huh.
And I'm trying to. Did it come out?
Oh, are
if
they
it
still
did, it had
making it?
literally
It's like a
zero-
new game?
Yeah.
I don't
like,
know. Yeah, I remember you saying,
'cause-
like, oh, it doesn't look, like, half bad for a licensed game.
Yeah.
Like, we
Let
were
me
talking
see,
about that a lot.
Ice Age of Scrat's Nutty Adventure. Did it come out? It came out in October last year. What the fuck? I heard nothing about it ever since that first trailer.
It just completely fell off your radar.
Yeah,
You should
that's
get
weird
it.
because I didn't. I was interested.
I said
I might
you should get it. Yeah, I'm saying you should.
Oh yeah.
Go back in
Sorry,
time
my
and
bad.
get it. What's
Get it
wrong
at
with
launch.
you? Yeah, just be the first person there.
Oh wait, no wonder this game looked good. I just realized it was made by Just Add Water. It was made by the people who made the Oddworld games.
Oh, that's interesting. That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's like the
Wait,
strangest-
what the fuck? Just Add Water has 25 employees.
That's pretty good.
What?
That's pretty solid.
They're essentially an indie studio.
Were they like commissioned to do the game or something?
I think so. All right, now I know what
weird.
game we need to let's play after 64DS is done.
Another 3D platformer.
Yeah, might as well.
Let's just do only 3D platformers.
No, then we'll just be the let's play equivalent of Nitro Rad.
What does he only do 3D platformers?
He reviews B grade like 3D platformers. Like
pretty
all like
funny.
the kind of weird, kind of unknown stuff.
Mm.
He just uploaded a video on Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg.
Oh, boy.
And go watch Nitro Rad. He's cool.
Maybe someday. He does
Maybe
seem
someday.
Cool. Can we get him on the podcast?
I mean, I could ask him.
He's the one who punched your icon.
Yeah, he was.
But that was on your old account, so I mean, you could
Yeah, he
say
was
like
back on.
you could say like, "Hey, I moved accounts. I'm so and so, the one whose icon you punched. Do you want to be on our podcast?"
You made a funny video where you punched my icon. Please talk to us.
That's
We're
his
very
best
lonely.
video. The only video of his I've seen is the one where he punches your icon. And you made it your header on your old account.
Yeah. No, I made the header of him saying he'd kick my ass.
Oh yeah. I forgot that. That is pretty funny.
Oh god, that was pretty great. I love him.
Can you pin someone else's tweets on your profile?
No, I think that would be very bad.
I saw someone else had that. It was like a reply to them that they pinned, and I was like, "Wait, how'd you do that?" Like I thought.
Might have just been a. I don't think you can. That
There
would be
might have-
very. I feel like that'd be a very easy way to harass people.
Yeah, like I think there might have been a glitch for like a short while, and they just like noticed it and took advantage of it, and now if they remove it, it'll be like gone forever.
It's like
So-
having a GIF as your YouTube profile picture.
Yeah.
Like it was.
or when
So whenever you see it,
or that time Twitter like accidentally let people upload more than one GIF. Like
Yeah,
they
'cause
accidentally added a feature and they were like, "We're working on fixing this," and they're like, "What do you mean fixing this? Just leave it." Like, it's like, oh my god, it's like Tumblr levels of like, "Sorry, we're working on fixing the feature." It's like what? It's like people have probably been asking for that for like months or years or something, and they finally add it, and it's like, didn't Ross have a GIF for his YouTube icon or for his Twitter icon?
I think so.
Is that still a thing? Or does he just not want to change it? Because if he changes it, it'll go away.
Oh, good lord. Oh no.
What's wrong? Yeah, Ross still
I
has a
just-
GIF for his Twitter icon.
Hell yeah. I've just discovered something.
Oh no, what happened?
So, apparently, the guy who owns the house where you know I had to do it to him was made,
Yeah.
really is not a fan of it.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
So, here, let me read you this Facebook post.
Oh shit.
Let me read these multiple. Oh no, this made me sad. Most depressing visit from the meme photo takers yet. Guy came by himself, got out of his truck, lined up a a picture of the empty sidewalk where his friend, if he had one, would be standing. Took the picture, got back in his truck, and left. I didn't get a pic of him because he was done before I realized. I don't know. He probably...
Did he get a tripod?
Probably. I don't know.
It's so weird.
And then my favorites are the morons who stand on the wrong side of the street. Hashtag had to do it to him.
Like the side that's not his house.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
And then he said... Then he posted the original photo when he was, like, talking to someone in Facebook messages saying, like, this pic was tweeted by our shitty neighbor four years ago. It has since become a somewhat popular meme with the millennial generation. Lately, teenagers found out it happened at the front of our house, and the little shitbags have been showing up in droves to recreate the pointless picture.
It was just some neighbor. That's so funny. Imagine being someone's neighbor and just taking a photo outside their house and posting it online, and suddenly they get people outside their house like all the time.
Yeah,
so crazy.
You know what I'd do? I'd take a photo out of him, and then if I saw him looking at me through his window, I'd take a photo of him out of spite.
You know, I had to do it too. That was what it was about all along, was ruining his life.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know like the story behind that image, like why they took that picture, why he was dressed like that. Why he had to do it to him.
I think he was just trying to flex his clothes. I think that's what it was.
Was it? Maybe. Because he did have like the Timbs on and stuff, I think.
Yeah, he had some, he looked nice. Like, no lie, he looked fucking nice.
He did be looking kind of fresh though.
And you know he got arrested for like having cocaine?
I heard about that. Yeah, I saw the mugshot. That's so funny.
Oh, that was truly classic.
Yeah. I'm glad nobody has figured out where the Weather Boy video is.
Yeah, except for us.
That's very close to where I live. Although it would be funny. It's not within like eye shot from my house, so I wouldn't really care. But it's like near enough that I think it would be funny to just see like people there. But the thing is, like that fireworks stand is only there in like July for like 4th of July, so you couldn't really like recreate the picture or the scene or whatever. Unless it was July, which I guess makes it better.
When you liked No Weather Boy. I fucking love that video.
Apparently that weather guy, that kid was his son.
There's no way they faked that.
That was acted out, yeah. Like, he got his son in on it. I think I think it's pretty fairly... It's fair to assume that it was acted out, because he's like...
That makes me so sad.
after that video... I'm sorry. Because after that video, he's like, I don't know what that kid's talking about. That kid seems suspicious. He's like, back to you, Tom, or whatever. He's like, obviously hamming it up, and he doesn't know what to say or whatever, but it's really funny. I think he lives in my neighborhood. My parents were like, oh yeah, is that so-and-so? He lives like right down the block. I was like, what?
I looked it up. Yeah, it was scripted. No!
I want to get a picture with the guy and his son. And be like, wouldn't you like to know Weather Boy?
But God,
that would be so funny.
That's so much less funny.
I think it's still pretty funny. Like, it's just spontaneous, and that's like the thing that you appreciate is like, that's really silly.
It's a funny thing with no context, but like it's that makes me so sad.
I don't know. I think it shows me that like comedy is not dead, at least on like public TV.
That's true.
Then you have people like Wendy Williams who are just like the worst. Mm-hmm. She's like evil Ellen. She's like if Ellen just berated people and talked shit about them on her show.
That's true. Instead of just passive aggressively like Ellen already does.
Does she?
Yeah, Ellen's kind of. Ellen. The thing is though, Ellen looks nice, like, but she's just
Dory.
really like. Yeah, but she is just, like, it's more so, like, she's kind of, like, she kind of keeps all of that stuff in, like, the background, but there's kind of this weird edge to Ellen. There's this weird thing where she kind of feels like she's not really like that.
Yeah, I think she just has kind of, like, that sarcastic sense of humor that, like, goes with her, like, her like, glowing nature that just gives you, like, that contrast, and you're like, whoa, you're like, I wasn't expecting to hear that. Yeah. He's coming out of Dory's mouth.
The thing is, though, also, Wendy Williams is really fucking, what's the word? Vain?
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like there's a chance that somehow us making fun of her could easily get
Dude,
to her, and she'd just
Wendy,
fucking talk about us on
Wendy,
the TV.
come on the podcast.
No, I crossed the line there. We're not getting Wendy Williams on there. Fuck Wendy Williams.
So we're going on her show? That's just the bitch move. If we go on her show, we're conceding. It's like what Keemstar said.
We're only gonna go on her show because we're gonna spend the next 30 minutes talking shit about her, starting now.
Wendy Williams, if you come on our podcast, we'll come on your show. That's our only condition. If you have to fly us out there, and I have school, so it has to wait till the summer.
I do not want Wendy Williams on our podcast.
She should go on Ellen, or should Ellen go on Wendy? I don't know. What would be funnier? I think Wendy being on Ellen would be funnier.
You can't swear on Ellen, so Wendy should go on Ellen. So she has to hold back.
She has to get that's a big weapon you take off the holster when you can't swear.
Yeah. And then also have Ellen just pull up every damning thing she's ever said and just ask her about it.
Without
and just
swearing.
Watch her, and just watch her sit there and just be like, So, why'd you say that?
She get Chris
She's
Hansen.
Just sitting there. Oh, wait, did you hear about Chris Hansen?
He went to Onision's house. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Dude.
What did he do? I didn't keep up with that. What even happened?
Onision's been fucking with underage people for a while, and that's why Chris Hansen's on the case, because Chris Hansen's the legally registered pedo buster.
Yeah.
And
you want some pizza?
That's a classic. That even though that only happened a little while ago, that's a classic moment.
It was
that's
really funny.
Aged. Dude, I honestly cannot wait for the day we can say that Onision's in prison because of Chris Hansen. Oh my god.
He set up Patreon message bots to message people when their membership expired, after the month or whatever, and that's against TOS on Patreon if I recall correctly. You can't set up a bot, and I don't think you can tell people to resubscribe to you or something.
Yeah,
that might also be against TOS. I'm not sure.
Remember that time Onision also made his channel pay to watch?
I do not. What happened?
That he made his channel where he had to pay money to subscribe and pay to watch videos.
Is that a feature on YouTube?
I think it is. It's just it's only used for movies and stuff. And then Greg thought it'd be a good idea. So people want to watch the funny video of me dancing in a banana. Pay $1.99.
Wait, you had to pay to go back and watch old videos?
Yeah, it was dumb. Every video on the original Onision channel was paid to watch.
Yeah, that's
at one point.
That's magazine YouTube channels and shit do that, and movies and stuff. Obviously, that's really funny, because you can get a movie for $4 on Amazon Prime for twice as much. Yeah, so you're basically paying half as much for a 2-minute video. Mm-hmm. That's so weird.
Yeah.
What was that other song he did, IEO? It was
I don't know.
him saying a bunch of dumb shit to a beat or something. I don't even remember. I'll try and find it after this if it's still not paywalled.
No, it's the paywall's gone because he realized it was fucking stupid.
Yeah. I'm just joking around. But
yeah.
Imagine if he started putting his shit on Gumroad or something.
Oh my god.
Just some site that porn cosplayers use or whatever. Buy my funny YouTube vlogs on OnlyFans.com. Use code ONION to get 10% off. It's so dumb.
Oh god, that's awesome.
That's already what some YouTubers do, Super Mega. They're if you want the uncut version of the vlog, which makes sense because they're very particular about the final cut. They wouldn't cut it if they didn't think it made it better. But sometimes just
You also had to pay to watch them watch that Japanese
Japanese porn, yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I'd pay to not watch that.
In?
Huh?
I think you cut out for a sec.
No, I think it says I'm yellow on Discord.
Yeah, you're back now. Right when you said it says I'm yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would pay money to not watch that.
Yeah, I think they cut that out because obviously they can't keep that in.
Yeah.
It's very very obvious that they can't keep that in the video. But sometimes it's just cool seeing like deleted scenes. Like I watched Back to the Future with my roommate. We watched like all 3 Back to the Future movies back to back, and after each movie we went and like watched the deleted scenes, and we were like, yeah, this explains some stuff that like wasn't in the movie, but like also I can see why they cut it out just to like fit with the flow of the movie. Like, do you remember Back to the Future?
I've never watched Back to the Future.
There's like a scene where he goes to his dad's house like in the past, and he has to like convince him to ask his mom out, but like not as himself. So he like pretends to be an alien, and it's him like waking him up and like basically just fucking with him, and it was really funny, but like I can see why they cut it out, because it doesn't really like fit with like the flow of the movie or the like just the scenes in general. Back to the Future 3 had a deleted scene that just made no sense, where like they kill the sheriff or whatever, because then like later in the movie the sheriff is still alive, so I guess they shot that scene before they finished writing the movie or something. Like, I don't know, maybe they
Probably.
just maybe they had like 2 endings planned, and they shot the like they had an ending where like the sheriff wasn't there to like resolve the conflict, and they just like shot the scene where he gets killed, and they're like, no, this doesn't really fit with like the movie, so they just went with the other one. I don't know. But deleted scenes are nice sometimes.
Speaking of movies, I was about to say, speaking of movies, I saw Blade Runner.
Oh yeah. I watched it a long time ago.
It was because there's like Blade Runner is one of those movies where it's like the cut of the movie like can change the experience, and the version that I watched, because it was in a theater, it was the 2007 final cut.
Is that like 3 hours long or something?
No. It's 2 hours long, but that's besides
the original
the point.
movie is 2 hours long, I'm pretty sure.
But basically, it was just meant to be like what I'm guessing was Ridley Scott's like full vision for the movie, and apparently there was some stuff that was missing according to my parents, who are super big Blade Runner fans. And but honestly, even without that, I think it was still really good. And I also I talked about this before. If also spoilers if you haven't seen Blade Runner.
Spoilers for a movie from like the 80s. But I mean, I don't blame some people, because it's like if you're not alive for when most of the movie is out, you don't really have I always hated that. Like, it's been out for 30 years. It's like, what? Anyway,
so yeah,
continue.
I'll put in like Matt will probably put a timestamp in the description if you want to avoid the spoilers.
Just mute it for like 10 seconds or something. Say it really fast.
So I really don't like the fact that part of the movie gets kind of gory really quickly, when one of the replicants fucking tears out the creator's eyes or pushes them in really far in his head, and it was really disturbing.
I don't remember that.
Also that scene where the main replicant breaks one of Harrison Ford's fingers, that was also not very good.
Yeah, I think that was in the cut I watched. I watched like the normal, like slightly, I don't know, was it slightly less than 2 hours? I'm not sure. I definitely watched the whole movie. It was for a class, actually. I just remember there being like that fight at the end on top of the building, like Batman style.
I also don't like they killed my favorite character, the guy who makes the toys. I forget his name, but
I haven't seen the movie in so long. I don't even know.
I'll probably rewatch it again to get a full. I'll probably watch a different cut to get a full opinion on it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty good, and now you can now back to other topics that aren't spoilery.
Speaking of spoilers, I don't know, Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, let's talk about Byleth.
Did you hear? You watched the presentation, right?
Yeah, I did in a call with a bunch of friends.
Sakurai was like, "Ooh, oh, that character. Oh man, you're gonna get totally surprised when you see what happens to that character. Oh man, I'm not gonna say anything, but whoo boy."
I love how he said no hard feelings.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I guarantee you he knew exactly. He knew the reaction.
He straight up was like, "I see all the comments for suggestions for characters on Twitter, but please understand I can't make all of them." I was like, Sakurai, I respect you so much. Sakurai, don't read the comments.
I was so not gonna lie. I was pretty not happy at first. I probably should rewatch my reaction because all of us were fucking mad because we were just like, this is a shitty way to end the pass. Like
Sakurai breaks the internet.
Yeah, literally, he fucking did.
It was so funny.
Like
Twitter trending was like another Fire Emblem followed by Hose Mad.
Now let me just say. I know the order that would have, if they had, we could literally keep every character, and I know the perfect order that would just have made everyone totally fine.
Yeah,
no one
Byleth,
would have reacted in this way.
Byleth, Hero, Terry,
not Byleth,
Joker.
because they
if they opened up with it.
No, I think Joker should still go first because the Game Awards announcement, but then have Byleth be the first one at E3. And then end it with Hero, and then Terry, and then Banjo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, kind of alternate the, like, more hype ones, because I feel like Hero was kind of, like, I get that people have wanted, like, Dragon Quest for a long time, but he wasn't, like, King K. Rool or Ridley levels of, like, asking for them for years or something. Like, Joker was just completely out of left field, because we had no idea what to expect for the first pass at all, or just for the first character at all. So that was a good, like, get people, like, going, and then, like, like Hero or whatever, and then Banjo was totally like, well, that was kind of like the order we got already. I don't know. I thought it was kind of fine.
Well, I feel like if Banjo ended it, no one would have had any problems with Byleth now. Because Byleth would have been an early Band-Aid. Everybody's like, oh, okay, Fire Emblem guy, that's fine. We're expecting it at this point.
But
honestly.
Here's the thing. I think it's good that Byleth came out after Three Houses was so well received. Because we saw what happened with Corrin, where Corrin was put in, like most other Fire Emblem characters in Smash history, before her game came out, and then Fates was just very not well received, so it kind of left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. That's why I was like, if Corrin gets in Smash, but Byleth doesn't, I'll be a little, like, put off for the rest of, like, history. I'll be like, man, I can't believe they let Corrin scooch on in before the games came out. Meanwhile... Three Houses was, like, so good, because Sakurai picked all the DLC, like, way before Three Houses came out, so he was basically taking a shot in the dark. Or, I don't know, because he did mention, like, he got super early dev builds of the game, just to know what they're like to put them in Smash, which is really cool. He was, like, he got Breath of the Wild, like, way before everyone, like, he probably got that tech demo they showed off in, like, 2014 or something.
Yeah, probably.
2015 or something, because that's when I think Smash 4 ended with Bayonetta was like 2015. So he probably got Breath of the Wild like way before anyone, just to see what Link was like in that game, like see how he would change them, which is really cool.
And he also said specifically, him playing Breath of the Wild early was him realizing that Zelda could not have been in Smash.
Yeah, hopefully she does more in Breath of the Wild too. But
I agree.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely see why he felt that way, because it would have felt weird for Breath of the Wild Zelda like using magic, because she doesn't really do that. Yeah. Whereas like Link to the Past Zelda is very more like her design kind of fits it more, and she's just very more in tune with like the sages or whatever lore they have. And I always like that she uses the like magic items from Ocarina of Time as her specials. And I like what they did with the Phantom as like a reference to Spirit Tracks.
Yeah.
But cool. I kind of wish they changed more about Link. Like, I get not wanting to change him like too much to not like. I think he even said that he was like, I don't want to like make people who are fans of that character have to like relearn their favorite character. But I really wish that like his up B was like Rivali's Gale, and his like shield was like Daruk's Protection, and he gets like 1 per stock or something, and like if you perfect parry, it like reflects projectiles or something like that. And Urbosa's Fury could have easily been, like, super fully charged up B on the ground. Like, up B on the ground would be Urbosa's Fury if you fully charged it. But, again, you would have, like, super limited uses of it.
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool. I would have loved to... like, I like the bombs, too. I think the runes are really cool. They could have used the Magnesis rune as the grab, too, and still had him keep the tether. That would have been cool. Maybe give him, like, a tether grab, but not, like, a ledge grab. Because if he's going to have Rivali's Gale, that would be really good.
Yeah.
But we're kind of off topic. But I think Byleth is cool. I'm really glad that they did something interesting with the moveset. Like, the down smash or the down moves, except for the tilts for some reason being the club.
Yeah.
And the up moves being the sword, and the side moves being the lance and the bow. It's hard to do too many neutral moves because there's no neutral smash. So they were like,
Yeah.
So they gave him the bow spin. But if we were gonna get like a multi-weaponed character, I was hoping it would be either Byleth or Monster Hunter, like the hunter from Monster Hunter. Because there's like 18 classes of weapons in that game. You could easily make like literally every move a different weapon. Like every aerial, every special, and every tilt and smash attack could probably be a different move. Yeah, that's 16 moves right there, not counting the neutral B and the neutral air. So
for me, I think it's really funny. Like, honestly, I think after thinking about this again, Byleth getting announced to me is just really funny.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's hilarious because Sakurai knows what he's doing. Yeah, oh my god, I wish he left in his reaction to the "too many swordsmen are there."
Wait, what?
Did
that
line
actually say
that line Sothis said in the reveal trailer when Byleth got all beat up by like Shulk and Cloud and Marth and Roy. He got sent back to like the dimension, and Sothis was like, "What's wrong? Too many swordsmen out there?"
Oh my god, I cannot believe that.
You guys were probably all talking over it if you were doing like a recorded reaction. But it was really funny.
It was this honestly was probably the funniest Smash reveal.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Sakurai knows what he's doing. Like the last newcomer they revealed for Ultimate was Incineroar, which was another Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I don't think that many people were complaining. Like I would have loved Decidueye, but like Incineroar is so full of like personality that I'm just like I can tell that they put work into developing this character. Like he looks really fun, and he looks like he fits in. And I still think Decidueye would be cool.
Wait, like, what'd you say? Did you say was it a good option? Or
I still think Decidueye would be cool because there's a lot you could do with like the arrows and the wings and stuff. He's got a lot going on. Up B could easily be like Brave Bird. I've talked about this, like Spirit Shackle, Brave Bird, U-turn. I don't know what would be a good down B, honestly. Something like I don't know, maybe I don't fucking know. I'd have to look into more Pokemon moves. Maybe Leafage or something. It gives him like a little leaf shield. Kind of like Mega Man, but not as shitty. Like, it gives him little projectiles that, like, orbit around him, and, like, when he gets hit, they, like, scatter or something. That'd be cute. That'd be cool. That'd be cool adaptation. I don't know. I'm not a game designer, though I should be. Nintendo, hire me. Sakurai, take me under your wing. But,
I am...
How do you feel at the end of the day? Are you gonna rewatch it and kind of, like, reassess how you feel?
I mean, at the end of the day, I haven't bought any of the DLC, even for the characters I like and I'm happy that are in. But like, also, I can at least be happy that the trailer is like it gave me a good laugh.
Yeah, it had a lot of personality to it too. It just felt like a cutscene from the game or something. That's kind of what they went for with like Corrin's reveal too. Was like when you choose your route at the beginning. I would have liked. I don't know. I don't know if I would have liked something like that. I like Sothis and the like sass she throws in. So I think it's good for what it is. Just the little voicing they did. I think the person who voices Sothis in Fire Emblem is the same person who voices Morgana in Persona. So I think she was in both reveal trailers at the beginning and the end of the pass. Which is really funny. So she knew about both characters before they came out. Yeah. Like when they were still super ultra lockdown secrets. Also, I'm kind of glad that they were able to keep it so airtight for so long. Like literally nobody knew that. I feel like nobody was predicting it. Like I feel like people knew it would happen, but nobody was like Fighter 5 will be Byleth, period. Like full stop. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Because
though God, I've been seeing a lot of people retweeting all their tweets where people have said like Byleth being in Smash, and it's just
like
so funny. Yeah,
I literally predicted all of the alts too. I was like, it's too easy. Like
though also I feel like now with the Smash presentation and the Pokemon Direct, I think it's just confirming that we're not getting an actual Nintendo Direct this month.
It just confirms that gamers are entitled.
Yes, but besides that. I think February early to mid-February is when we're gonna get our first proper year direct.
Yeah. Although, I really love the little live streams Sakurai has been doing, by the way. They're so funny. He's always just so full of personality. I can't believe they recorded that back in November.
Yeah.
They kept that secret for like 3 months. And Byleth was that done at that point. Like, they were done enough to show off like all their moves and stuff. So,
guarantee you, like, he had people under lock and key, and he'd probably personally strangle them if any of this information got out.
He even said, like, Nintendo staff will be surprised to hear this because it's been so airtight. Like, they just didn't tell anyone. Except for, like, probably his, like, small team that, like, helps, like, making the game. Because he does have a pretty big team, all things considered. Like, if you look at the Smash credits, like, there's a lot of people. He's not the only one working on the games. People always are acting like, oh, give Sakurai a break. But, like, he's doing it because he wants to. And, like...
Yeah, but also, good God, that man is working double, triple overtime.
I know, yeah. Nintendo is... And they're doing 6 more characters. He was like...
work is never over.
Well, he said, like, I thought 1 or 2 would do, but take a look. Like, he wants to do 6. Like, I feel like Nintendo is just like, you can do more. Like, we'll appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to bet. I'm going to place my bets on these 6. Okay. I'm not going to guess what order they're going to be revealed in.
Go right on ahead.
All right, here's my dumbass guesses on what potential Challenger packs 6 through 11 are going to be. We're going to have... There's Geno, Crash Bandicoot, Rillaboom, what else is there that I was thinking about? No, we need Gen 8 Mon.
Imagine if they add Rillaboom and Decidueye.
Then we'd have too many grass types. No, wait, then we need to add... then we'd have Charizard and Incineroar, and then Rillaboom, and then Decidueye, and then Ivysaur. There'd be 3 grass types, 2 fire types, and then 2 water types. So we'd have to add in another fire and another water type to keep things balanced.
I honestly kind of wish they would add a not starter Pokemon again.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had one of those since Lucario.
Yeah.
Who was already, like, super recognizable for, like, Diamond and Pearl. So.
All right, what else is there? So, Crash, Geno, Rillaboom. I was talking about what other characters. No, wait. I actually heard a good theory that initially Fighter Pack 5 was supposed to be like Tracer, but then
like another
after
third
that
party.
and then after and then something happened, and then they're like, "Fuck it, we already working on Byleth anyway." So,
I would find it plausible if like the last character was just taking longer than they expected, and Byleth was just like easier to finish, so they did that and then kind of put the other character on like the back burner or like the B team or whatever to like touch it up.
But it's a tinfoil hat theory. I know that. But it's still like
it's like we really don't know what goes on inside closed doors at Nintendo. Like I'm like the stuff I'm saying about Sakurai's job, I really don't know the specifics, but like I know there's that culture of like overworking yourself in Japan, but like I know Sakurai just wants to make people happy, and it really shows. Like, well, some people are more upset than happy, but like it's a fucking video game. Like, if the thing that you're most upset about on any given day is a video game, like at the end of the day, I think you have a pretty good life. If that's the biggest thing you have to worry about is which character gets added to a video game.
Also, fucking. Like, Sakurai even said for both fighters passes.
Yeah, don't buy them if you're not going to be happy.
If you know you aren't going to be happy if someone gets in.
Yeah, and like I'll buy the pass. Like full stop. As soon as it comes out, I'm buying the pass. I don't care. I want the characters because I like Smash Bros. And I like the effort that he puts into the characters. It's not like he's just like okay, I would totally be down for an Echo Pack for like I don't know $10 with like. Dixie Kong or whatever, Funky Kong and Octolings and I don't know. People say Paper Mario. I think Paper Mario could be his own character.
All right, Paper Mario is gonna be on the list of
he's on my list.
Paper Mario, Galactica Knight.
That would be an Echo easily. Galacta Knight.
No, I think I think there's enough. I think there can be enough differences between the two that could make them their own character.
Do you think Galactonite could have like Brawl DDD side B where he summons like a minion?
Yeah,
That would
I
be
think
really
so.
funny.
And then number 6, who would they sit? Who would number 6 be?
Who would be the biggest final character they could add to Smash, and then put that as fighter number 6? Because fighter 11 is gonna be like
Freddy Fazbear.
I could totally see a Freddy Fazbear Mii outfit. Dude,
Yeah,
the Cuphead.
you know what?
Cuphead Mii.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is sick.
I love the indie Miis, honestly. I'm glad that they just confirmed. Sans could have easily been like a one-time thing, but I'm so glad that they're doing more. I really hope...
now the question is, are people going to, now with Cuphead, now there's 2 Mii Gunner skins that people are really happy with. Who are they gonna use? Because for a while, for tier list, they just used Sans instead of fucking Mii Gunner. So now there's Cuphead. What do you pick?
Yeah, I hope Sword Fighter and Brawler get some attention.
Yeah.
As far as like indies go. I think Hollow Knight would be a really cool Mii Sword Fighter.
Hollow Knight and Steve Sword Fighters.
I don't know. The Knight is pretty like short, so I could see like a Hornet Mii fighter for like like a full body one. Hornet would also be her own like dope character. Just saying.
Yeah, something from Hollow Knight as a sword fighter. Then Minecraft Steve, obviously.
Yeah.
If there was for 2 brawlers.
If there was a song from Minecraft, what would you pick to come with the Mii costume?
God, it's hard to pick because like all of them are like really ambiance and like really like
ambient. What about that spooky song from the Broken Record?
That's not even a song. That's just sound effects.
That would be funny though. Imagine going to a stage and it's just that.
It's just that. I'd probably pick maybe one of the fucking music discs.
Do you remember that Beat Saber in Minecraft?
Yes, I showed you that video. That was a good video.
Use that song as like a stage.
That remix. It was a remix of the song Wet Hands.
What if there was a Minecraft stage and it was just Skyblock?
That'd be cool.
Or it's just the Omega form, and it's like the tree falls apart when you get launched nearby. Although it doesn't fall down. I wonder why that is. I could totally see Sakurai saying that, actually.
Yeah.
It's being like, just like the signs in Suzaku Castle, the trees will be destroyed when you get launched nearby. Although it's not affected by gravity. I wonder why that is. And then everyone in the room would laugh. I love how there's just people in the background to laugh at Sakurai's jokes.
Yeah, I wonder, you think they get paid to laugh, or do you think they actually find him funny?
I think he's funny. He seems like a fun guy to work with. Funny. I think he has a good sense of humor.
The question is, what 2 Mii brawlers that are indie characters should be added?
Freddy Fazbear. Oh, dude, River City Girls. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I was thinking one of the River City Girls or Shantae as
probably
a brawler.
Both of them. Like, honestly, they're probably pretty interchangeable. So I feel like you can't have one without the other.
Yeah. But also, God, I just want Freddy Fazbear in Smash. It'd be the funniest fucking thing ever.
Imagine, like, the stage. If it did come with the stage is just, like, the desk from the first game. And there's, like, the fan and the plushies. And, like, there's the honk nose button where it's, like, you can go and attack it. And it goes, like...
And then it has, like, a stage... It has a stage event where sometimes the power will go out.
And you can, like Gamer, like on the Gamer stage for Mario. Oh my God! Imagine, imagine instead of having like the normal cameras, they have like all the cameras on like a screen in the background, and like sometimes you can see like Foxy running down the hallway. That would probably give a lot of FNAF players like PTSD or something.
Yeah. But
I would love a horror game in Smash. Although they did have like Fatal Frame, which is cool as like an assist trophy. Yeah. I'd love more like horror game stuff in Smash.
Just having a Five Nights at Freddy's be in Smash in any way would be the funniest fucking thing ever. I said a long ass time ago, Sans getting in Smash would be the peak of video games. Oh yeah, and that's already happened. So if we want to peak again, we gotta give Freddy Fazbear.
What about Baldi?
Oh my God,
I think that would top. That would absolutely get like the best reaction out of you.
What if he had like a pencil? Because he has the ruler.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of, I think it would be cool if Monica from Doki Doki was a sword fighter and she had, like, a pen. That'd be hilarious.
It's a glitched sword or something?
No, just like a pen, like a giant pen. Because you write poetry in that game. And it'd be funny if she had, like, a little notebook in her hand, like Robin. if she had
Yeah.
like a book just for show. She wouldn't use like
Yeah.
magic or anything, but I think it'd be really funny.
But yeah, either Baldy or Freddy Fazbear would be the funniest thing ever. It would genuinely fucking kill me. I'm pretty sure I'd laugh so hard I'd collapse.
Dude, it's gotten to a point where like the me costumes are honestly more entertaining than the actual fighters.
Yeah, because we have fucking Sans.
I know. I'm so sad you weren't recording our reaction
know.
when that happened.
Because I wasn't expecting it. No,
I just hoped you would just keep recording just in case for like the rest of the
Yeah.
presentation, because like I was like, he's definitely gonna show off like more stuff after like Banjo.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like an idiot for not doing it because God, everyone was dying of laughter.
I would make that my ringtone and then set my phone to mute for the rest of my life, because I go to class and I don't like having to turn it on and off every day.
Yeah.
That's what's sad about like
God.
having like text tones and stuff. It's like no one's ever gonna hear it because it's just too awkward.
Yeah.
You're simultaneously like, I want to hear it, but I don't want anyone else to hear it because it's just like, why
Yeah.
even have it?
I always have my phone on vibrate.
Yeah, same. At the very least, yeah. Or if I really don't want to be disturbed, I'll just put it on silent completely. Like when I sleep, like when I'm trying to sleep, I'll I'll put it on silent. But we need to make like a me costume wish list. That would be amazing if we were just like any of these will be hilarious.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just gonna get like one every character now. Like they're just gonna be like,
I think
like
so.
I don't. We didn't really get one with Terry, but
No, we did get one. Sans was with Terry.
oh right, because they showed off Banjo and then they revealed Terry and then they were like, here's some me costumes or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, you're totally right. Because Banjo came out. Wait, no, the Sans costume came out the same day as Banjo did.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it was announced when, it was still happening when Terry got announced. Like, Terry was announced in the direct.
I see.
And then they did the presentation.
So it kind of like misaligned then. Because Sans just came out immediately. Because, yeah, that is weird. Because I remember Sans being online the same day Banjo came out. That is weird. Okay. But, so we've got Cuphead with Byleth. I love all the fan art of, like, Byleth sipping out of, like, Cuphead's head, like, saltily. Like, oh, mad, I see. It's so funny. Okay. So is there anyone else that we're, like, really hoping for like, a... Is there, like, an indie fighting game that we're hoping for? I would say something from, like, Rivals of Aether, but that would be really weird.
Yeah, that would be
Like,
kind of bizarre.
I don't know, like Raster could work for, like, Sword Fighter? I don't know, just use, like, his hands. It's so weird. Raster could probably work if he just used his arms instead of a sword and just kind of, like, change the animations, like, slightly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Cuphead as, like, a full-fledged character would just be, like, really annoying to fight against. Because he would be purely projectiles, unless they, like... They would have to co-opt his grab to be, like, really cartoony and stuff. You know?
His grab would be like
Like, he'd
Isabel's.
probably have that thing for, like, his forward throw where, like, his hand gets all huge, like, in, like, Popeye or whatever. When he, like, blows on his thumb and it gets all huge. It'd probably be something like that.
I was thinking Cuphead's grab would be like Isabel's fishing rod. He'd just extend his arm.
That'd be funny. Like rubber hose,
And then
like, literally.
Yeah. And his final smash would be like one of the special attacks.
It would probably be
like,
the stand one. Or the beam.
Yeah.
One of those two. Because one of them is literally just invincibility.
Yeah.
So it would either be the giant spinny stand, which I think would be not as good, but I think the laser would be the best. Isn't the laser just the best in the game?
Yeah, when I played Cuphead, I did not like anything else but the beam.
The invincibility is pretty good on, like, the platforming levels. So you don't fall in, like, the pit. But that's about it, because I feel like you could end the fight way faster with the beam than you could with, like, as many shots as you could fit in while you're invincible.
Yeah.
But I digress. What else? What's your complete, like, okay, if I had to get an indie, like, character in Smash, like, full-on indie, it would probably be Hat Kid from Hat in Time. I think she would be hilarious, and she would absolutely fit with, like, the tone of Smash and, like, her personality and all that. She would be so fun to play as. And there's so much to pull from. Like, 3D platformer characters are just so inherently, like, like, full of personality and, like, vibrant and, like, I don't know. Like, how would you feel if Conker got in at this point?
I'd be pretty happy with it.
That would be pretty cool.
Like, it'd be really cool, because one, we'd get a new redesign of Conker. And,
Super Lucky's tail.
Also, I feel like for me, well, one, the character that I would want in Smash the most is already a Mii fighter, and that's Sans. But that's besides the point. If I could pick like a character besides Sans, I'd really pick like for like an indie character.
Papyrus.
God, it's no.
Honestly,
like,
I would not have been surprised if Fighter 5 was like Undyne or some shit.
Yeah,
that would have been hilarious. I don't know if Frisk would. I don't know. There's probably something you could pull from like all the weapons. Yeah,
you could
stuff.
use all of the things. You could use like the knife as like the A.
Knife and like the gloves and the.
You could use the gun as the neutral
frying
beam.
pan, like Joker.
Yeah, the
frying pan is like forward tilt or forward smash, like Peach.
Forward tilt. Yeah.
That'd be funny.
It would be. And then, like, oh, wait, and the up B would be, like, the ballerina shoes.
Oh, that'd be awesome, though, just, like, a twirl. Is that a weapon, too, in Undertale?
Yeah, it's a weapon.
That's hilarious. Now, okay, I wasn't on board with it before, but just thinking about that, because I never thought of, like, the actual weapons you use in-game. Do you think they could implement, like, a pacifist mechanic successfully? Like...
The only thing I could think of would be something like the betrayal kills, where it's like the longer you avoid getting hit, the stronger your next hit will be.
That would be interesting, but that would kind of encourage like campiness. But also,
kind of.
Joker encourages getting hit on purpose.
And Hero of fucking like Hero is pure RNG.
A bunch of projectiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I don't know. So, I think it could be, like, if you successfully get off, like, a taunt or something, like a full taunt without canceling it, then, like, your next attack becomes, like, a betrayal kill or something. Like, Frisk would have to have generally, like, light and weak attacks and maybe, like, not rely on it for killing, but rely on it for killing at, like, a good percentage. Like, if you want to seal the deal, you have to, like, space yourself and, like, get off a taunt. One of the taunts could be, like, the Mettaton dance.
Yeah.
Like Luigi's, does Luigi still have that taunt where he does all the poses?
I think so.
It would be like that. It would be, like, all the Mettaton poses. Man, this conversation kind of made me want Frisk and Smash now.
Yeah.
Like, straight
it's
up,
super,
like, man,
there's super, cool. And they could have Chara as a skin alt.
They could have all the costumes and armor you get as, like, alts.
Yeah.
Or, like, all the other souls or whatever. They never really confirmed the designs for the other kids, though.
No.
Actually, there would definitely be, like, an Azrael one, though. With, like, white hair and the green shirt.
There's a fan game that my friends are working on. That's kind of still being worked on, but it's kind of... I'm thinking progress is being slowed. Undertale Yellow, where it's the story of the Yellow Soul and his journey in the underground.
I never heard about that.
Yeah, it's my friend Eli did some concept art for it and also just did some other art for it. And my friend really cool. Julian, a.k.a. Figburn on Twitter, also did some pixel art for it. It's still being worked on, and I think it's a super cool thing.
Are you sending it to me?
No, I'm just finding it.
I once saw a fan-made Undertale fight with, like, Alpheus as, like, the genocide fight. And her thing turns into, like, a rhythm game or something, like DDR. Yeah. And you have to, like, move the heart to the arrows. I thought that was really cool. As far as, like, other characters I want in Smash, like, is Rhythm Heaven first party? Because it's, like, Nintendo, right? There's just not a lot of games.
I believe so.
Because I really want Karate Joe. I don't get why people want Chorus Kids. Because they're just kids and all they do is sing, but, like... Karate Joe is inherently, like, a fighter, and it would make a lot more sense to, like, pull from other, like, from the other games to, like, fit in with his moveset. Like, his neutral B would probably just be him, like, punching a cup as, like, a projectile, and it would be fairly weak, but, like, I think the punch part would be, like, the stronger part. And, his, like, jab would probably be, like, the multi-hit thing, where he punches the thing at the end. and his forward tilt would probably be like the bomb kick or something like that with like high knockback. I don't think there would need to be a projectile with it. I don't know. I just think it'd be cool, and I think it'd be pretty easy to derive from other games. Did you send me the?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I sent you the link to it.
I never saw that. That's interesting.
It's super cool.
Also, as far as like characters that could like derive from like all the games, Paper Mario would be really good for that. Like,
yeah, because there's so much stuff you can do.
They could have like the spring jump as his up B, and then like he turns into an airplane after that or something. I don't know. I don't know if they want to do glides again, because I think they learned their lesson after Brawl that gliding is broken. So it would probably just be like the spring jump. Forward smash would probably be like the spin hammer.
Yeah.
Or like side B, I could see being like Quake Hammer, kind of like Byleth's down B. Down B would probably be like the paper roll or something. Or no, that would probably be his dodge roll. That would be really funny if he rolled up into a tube and like.
Yeah.
There's just so
his
much.
His up B would be the paper airplane.
No, it'd be the spring jump that you get in Thousand Year Door that Luigi uses in Super, but they had to make the characters different somehow, so they were like.
Yeah.
He could also use like throw for the grab, the pixels from Super Paper Mario. Yeah. And there could be like, I don't know, down B could be like the bomb. And like down air could be like the ground pound. I forget all the pixels names, and his run could easily be a Dashel. Dashel just shows up whenever he runs. That'd be really cool. And like, you could easily use like the paint hammer if you really wanted to. I don't know. Like, what would they do for... Like, okay, that would be a cool Final Smash if, like, it goes into, like, paperization mode and he uses, like, the fan or whatever. He, like, sticks the fan on the background and everyone gets, like, blown around and killed. Like, that would be a good cinematic Final Smash. I think that's the problem with, like, Sticker Star and Color Splash is, like, all of those attacks just feel like drawn-out Final Smashes. And you're, like, required to use them on certain bosses. I don't know. But there's definitely a lot. Like, whether or not they pull from like every single game, there's definitely enough for a full character. And I think it'd be really cool. And there's also a Barry. It could be like if you perfect parry, it like reflects something, which isn't a thing anymore. It was a thing in Melee. That's why I was like, why do Fox and Falco's reflectors even exist when shields just reflect? Like you don't even have to try, I'm pretty sure. I think if you just hold shield, it just reflects stuff, which is so weird.
Yeah.
But what other characters are there that I really want? Hat Kid definitely has like a lot of moves, like the hook shot, the laser, the dash jump, the scooter. The scooter could easily be like mini Wario side B, just be like not as strong and probably go a little faster, but be like harder to control, maybe.
Also, if I had to pick a character for like a meme, I would easily pick fucking if an indie character who would be in Smash who isn't in yet. Fucking Baldy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would be
for a character, not just a meme.
Yeah,
or
for
just
a
in the
meme
game
character.
Oh, just a character.
Yeah, a meme. A meme. Like if just for the sake of like, it would be everyone. If they saw that Baldy actually took up a character slot, people would fucking go crazy. It would be
shitty fucking game.
Yeah. It would be so funny. It would quite possibly be the funniest thing to ever happen to Smash Twitter.
I also think Shantae would be cool as far as like indies go.
Yeah.
Because I definitely feel like they're building up to something. They're like, indie characters can be in Smash now. Like, Shovel Knight's straight up an assist trophy, which is still such a big honor. I would love if Spectre Knight was a character, because he's really cool. And I don't know, like Shovel Knight Showdown exists, so... And also Shovel Knight is in Rivals of Aether, and as a playable character, and he's really good in that game. Like, do you know about him at all?
No.
So, basically, when you're fighting as Shovel Knight, you knock money out of your opponent, and when you get enough money, you taunt, and you straight up open up a shop that gives you, like, new moves. Like, it gives you a new down B, I'm pretty sure. And, like, you can even buy the gold armor that does nothing if you really want to, like, flex on your opponent. Like, I don't even need to buy an item to beat you. I'm going to buy the fancy gold armor and kick your ass.
That's awesome.
It's, like, 8,000. Yeah, and, you, like, dig it up when you use your, like, digging moves. And also when you hit your opponent, it, like, knocks money out of them. And when you die, you actually drop the, like, money bags and you have to, like, grab them like in Shovel Knight. So it really incentivizes your opponent to like block them at all costs.
Yeah.
It's really funny, and I'm glad he even got in the first place, because I feel like Shovel Knight being an assist should have been the like, oh, indie characters can be represented in Smash, and I think it kind of was. They just took like a long time to add Sans to where people were like, oh well, it's cool that Shovel Knight's in, I guess, but that's about it. But I'm glad that now we're just opening more and more doors.
Yeah.
And remember when we were talking about, like, Toby's, like, victory story about how he was basically working from Hussey's basement, and now he's, like, making music for Game Freak, and he got his character in Smash.
Yeah.
Now fucking the MDHR, the Moldenhauer brothers, they mortgaged their house to make Cuphead.
Yeah.
And it took them, like, 3 years to finish, and now it's such a Smash hit, and now their game's on Switch and their characters in Smash.
And now, and they're also just, even though they're still an indie studio, they're getting like a big backing
DLC
from Microsoft.
That too, yeah.
Oh, and
just
DLC.
Being on Xbox, yeah, and their DLC, which is really cool. I'm glad that it's hearing those success stories makes me happy. Just like anyone can do it. Don't make irresponsible financial decisions, but within reason. Like, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have done that if they didn't think they could finish the game. Like, if they didn't think it would pay off at least a little bit, or at least enough, to make
at
it
least
worth
break even.
Yeah, at least enough, like, to make their vision come true, because that's really what matters as far as art goes. At the end of the day, like, that's mainly what they care about, which is just really nice. Trying to think, it's just cool. Do you have any straight up like predictions, like who you think actually will be in next?
I don't think so. I can't predict anything. Those characters I listed, they're mostly wants more than I think that they will be in. And I at this point I don't really care. Like, as long as the character's like, I'm just agreeing with Sakurai. As long as the character's fun, who gives a shit?
Yeah, absolutely. I've never played Fatal Fury, but Terry is like so fun. Like, he just, even when you suck, he's one of those characters that just feels cool, Just because his moves are cool. I like all his American voice lines. He's like English. It's so funny.
Are you okay?
It's so good. I just love that it's just like that in like... I assume it's like that in the Japanese version too. They just use those voice
Yeah,
lines.
I think so.
It's just part of the personality. I'm looking forward to hearing the English Byleth lines. Because from what I've played of like Three Houses, they don't really talk much except for like battle, like the battle lines. Like, even Corrin barely talks, just like for the attacks or whatever. But I've never played Awakening, so I don't know much about like Robin as a character. That's one of those 3DS games I still need to get. I think I mentioned that last time, where I was talking about like Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Yeah.
I need to get that. I need to get Luigi's Mansion Remake, and I need to get Fire Emblem Awakening. Those are like my top 3 3DS games that I need to get that I still don't have. Kirby's Epic Yarn isn't really like up there, but it's one of those things where it's like, if I just feel like getting it, I'll probably get it. Like, it's probably gonna go down in price, so I'm glad Donkey Kong is at least a Nintendo Selects.
Yeah.
And like Fire Emblem is, but only in Japan, which kind of sucks.
That's weird.
Because it was, up until Three Houses, it was the highest selling Fire Emblem game of all time. So I feel like that's kind of why people were upset with like Chrom, because it was like, he's an Echo and it's another Awakening character, Where it's like, I'm just glad, there wouldn't be so many characters if he didn't think they were deserving of it. Like, the reason it's so represented is because it's like a big series. Like, I watched the Japanese reveal trailer, and the like-dislike ratio was a lot better. It was like 12k likes to 3k dislikes, which is pretty good. That's like 4/5. Like, you see that on like some average videos every now and then, on like slightly controversial videos. But I just think it's cool. Like, Pokemon and Mario are like the other 2 most represented series, and it's because they're fucking huge, like all over the world. And obviously it's a Japanese game, so big franchises spanning like 30 years and like 19, or was it 17 like 17 entries over the years.
Yeah, that's how many Fire Emblem games there are. Yeah.
And there's like
when Sakurai flexed his binary counting skills.
Yeah, that was the 3. It wasn't for 3 houses. It was literally 17 in binary. They knew exactly what they were doing when they used that image on the promo. They were like, so many people are just gonna wonder what that is, and they're like, it's not 3 for 3 houses. It's 17 for 3 houses.
Fire Emblem, funny. 17 houses.
Oh fucking god! They're adding a 4th one in the DLC, which they announced the same day.
Yeah, someone was like, "Oh, it feels under scummy. The fucking school."
Yeah, I know. They're like, "Oh, it feels scummy to announce that after." I'm like, I don't know. That's just marketing. Like, that's perfect timing. When all the Fire Emblem fans are like reveling, they're like, "Oh, I still have this to look forward to after Smash comes out, or after they come out in Smash. I just play the DLC." Honestly, it's just making me feel more guilty for not going back to 3 houses. I should pick it back up again and finish it. It's just making me feel like, oh yeah, I should finish that game that is good. How far did you get when you played?
I've been meaning to get back to it. I didn't even get to that one battle that it was being hyped up. I forget what it was.
Did you? Was it the battle of the eagle and the lion?
Yeah, I didn't get to that.
Or the eagle. Yeah, it was the lion. Okay, I don't know why, because it's blue lions. I got to that and I did pretty well. I got like slightly after that. I'm not sure, but yeah, I just need to pick it up. I haven't even gotten to like the halfway point. But it's just weird with RPGs for me. I really need to finish Xenoblade, and I'm thinking I'll just wait until
Definitive
Ultimate
Edition?
Definitive. I'll wait till that comes out to go back to it. 1, I'll have to start over, but 2, it'll probably be better balanced, because I remember being like really under-leveled for the boss that I was at. It was like the something Telethia, and there was this lady who kept like buffing it, and I had to kill her too, and it was a pain in the ass, but it'll probably just be better all around. I honestly didn't mind the 3DS graphics. Like, I know that everyone memes about how bad it looked on the Wii, but I think it's slightly less bad when it's like on a smaller screen.
Yeah.
Like, I also understood just like the hardware, and that it just came from the Wii as well. Like, they couldn't have done it much better on the 3DS. Like, it is broke. It's one of those things where it is broke, but we can't fix it, because then it would get worse.
Yes.
Is there a phrase for that?
And then I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
But God, yeah, Definitive Edition looks so good, and it also has like the unused content from.
Oh fuck yeah! I love that, dude. When SpongeBob comes out, you know.
Oh yeah.
All you My Laptop Sucks podcast bingo shot, all you drinking game bingo playing people listening to the podcast. Check off the Maddie mentioned SpongeBob box.
Yeah.
But oh my god, that's gonna be so good. I cannot wait to play that. I hope it comes out like next year. Like that's pretty generous. Like next March. If next March is as stacked as this March. Oh my god.
Well, not as much considering a few games got delayed.
Yeah,
mainly
Cyberpunk
Final Fantasy.
Cyberpunk and Final Fantasy both got delayed.
Cyberpunk was already April, so it
that's still pretty close. Final Fantasy. Wasn't there another one that got delayed?
Doom Eternal got delayed on Switch.
Oh, it did? They just know everyone's going to be playing Animal Crossing. Nobody's going to want to put that down. They're going to be playing that for a week straight.
The only one who isn't scared is Doom, and that's because the Switch game isn't coming out on the same day.
It's only Switch. Yeah. Oh my god. I need to play the original Doom. It looks really good. How do you feel about Doom Guy in Smash? Because a lot of people are like proprietors for that.
I'm mixed because he's cool and iconic, but also he'd be so boring in terms of moveset. He's
that too.
Considering, like, because I love Doom. I've played a good portion of the original Doom. It's super fun. It's super cathartic. You feel like a fucking badass because
makes you feel like Doom Guy.
Yes, because it's this pumping fucking hard guitar soundtrack, and you fucking
oh my god, I love that shit
with the satisfying like bit crushed gun sounds and like the sounds of the demons. It's great. It's fucking amazing.
On like Switch or something?
No, I have what's called a source port where it's like a freeware download, and so it's essentially like the original game.
I see. I heard they totally messed up like the Doom collection on Switch.
Yeah, and I heard they fixed it recently,
Quote unquote.
but like I'm playing it on PC mostly just because I like keyboard and mouse for shooters.
Fixed by Bethesda's standards. And yeah, I don't blame you
Yeah.
for Doom especially. I really wish they would make like a mouse and keyboard equivalent for like for like for console games, because like I know the Switch
closest thing we
supports
got,
like, keyboards.
the closest thing we ever got was the Steam controller, and you know how that went.
Yeah. Didn't it have a little like touchpad thing?
It has two touchpads. It has
see. It's
one where
just
the
not the
D-pad
same.
is, and then one where like a second stick would be, and it's meant to like mimic. And apparently, it's good for like real time strategy games that use the mouse a lot. But
Like Civ or something like that.
Yeah, for me though, my main problem with the Steam controller is that it's not comfortable.
Yeah,
It's so not fun to hold.
Part of the deal is like you have to use your thumb to use the trackpad, and then you have to use your thumb to press the buttons. So unless you're mapping like your confirm button to like L or to R or RB or something like that, like you're gonna be going like back and forth a lot. Unless you use like the left one or something. Does it let you use like either of them? To
I
like move?
think so. I'm not sure.
not
I've only
sure.
used the right trackpad, but
Me
also
neither. I would
I'm
have
gonna
to try
show
it.
you. People can look this up. They can do this little experiment at home themselves. But look
I'll
at.
do it.
Okay, here. Look at the Steam controller, and then look at what I think is the best controller for consoles, the Switch Pro controller. And like
It looks like caved in.
yeah, compare. Yeah, that's the main. Like, yeah, I was about to say compare these two. And
Yeah,
why do you think?
oh my God. It's like night and day.
It's curved inwards and not outwards like it should be,
that's
and that's
so
why it's not
bad.
fucking comfortable to hold. I tried to play Cuphead on this because it was the only controller I had. I literally had to go out and buy a rock candy controller for my fucking computer just so I could play Cuphead and not want to die.
And all the buttons are on like the lower part too, so you have to like
Yeah.
lower your grip to like that awkward angle. I think that was like the problem with like the gamepad. It was too big and it was just flat, like on the sides.
Yeah.
Like it had those grips on like the back, but it wasn't very like ergonomic as far as like controllers
Yeah.
go. Like
For
that
me-
that clearly was not in their list of priorities, was if it was comfortable.
So here's my hypothetical dream Steam controller 2. One,
DX.
have it. Yeah, the Steam
Ultra,
controller deluxe.
Ultra Let's Go Steam Controller 2.
Yes. Have one pad, one trackpad instead of two, and then have it be in like a similar place to where a second analog stick would be on like an Xbox 360 controller or the Switch Pro controller, and then have the buttons be above it.
Yeah.
So then it could at
absolutely.
least feel more normal and natural.
Yeah. Like I think the trackpad would be good in like the middle or something. Like anything that would let you use it at the same time as like moving, because you don't really get that like twin stick aim feel. It would look like if the stick and the pad were like on the same level, maybe, because like then it would really feel like you're aiming with one and like shooting with the other, and then like you move to like jump or something like that. Like before you got me the SN30, like the Pro controller was like my best way to play Gungeon, just because it has like the actual sticks that like move and not just like the Switch ones that just kind of tilt. And I think it's comfortable. Like they just threw the sticks on the bottom, but it really just fits because the grip is just so comfortable. Like it just is so natural, and like I can move to the buttons like seamlessly. I don't have to like move my entire hand just to like swap guns or to reload or something. Like that's the thing with Gungeon, is like you got to reload sometimes like fast, or like switch guns fast, and it's like a pain in the neck. But yeah, it really just shows the contrast of like who knows who they're marketing to and who doesn't. Or like who cares about it being comfortable. Like you could just look at, oh my God, I keep trying to scroll up on Discord and it keeps like skipping down for some reason. It's so weird. But I've never got like a good look at the Steam controller, but I never noticed how like concave it was.
Yeah.
Like it is totally just like these controllers are the opposite.
Yeah,
Like-
it's that's my main problem with it. It's just not comfortable because it's concave.
It looks like the back of the controller. Like,
Yeah.
the handles look like they should be the back. It's so weird. I should do like a YouTube show where I like review game controllers. That would be really fun.
That'd be
Like,
fun.
like that Scott the Woz video, except I spend more
Yes.
time like on each of them. Or maybe I could do like a series of controllers, like, because I don't know if one would last like an entire video. But
All right, so
I don't know.
You want to hear? You want to hear a story?
Oh,
so-
so we're gonna close things off with a little tale.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's a good thing to end on, just because it's
for
like
it.
a good cautionary tale. So
The
reason why Valve
Novocaine
made
in my
this
mouth
Steam...
is wearing off. So my upper lip, almost up to my nose, has been numb for this entire time, but it's been wearing off. I got back from the dentist. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
For the listeners.
So, all right. Valve made the Steam controller because it's meant to be the controller for when they tried to make their own like PC console hybrids called Steam boxes,
Oh,
and it was
yeah,
meant
I
to
heard
be
about that.
this new revolution. It's like, oh boy, plug and play PC setup. It's just like a console. And then there was a problem that I noticed immediately was they hired essentially every major PC manufacturer to make Steam boxes, which is not. No, you don't. Sony did not contract the PlayStation 4 hardware and then had like other people make PlayStations. No, there's one PlayStation. You buy the one box.
That would
So
be funny.
so that's already a bad problem. And then the thing is, SteamOS was Linux based, which makes sense.
Right,
No
yeah.
licensing for Windows. But it's just that when these boxes came out, there was game support, but not to what people who normally would buy a console expecting to have. Because you can't, like, back when they were new, Fallout 4 was like a brand new game, and you can't buy a Steam box and play Fallout 4 on it.
Yeah,
and
like
that-
obviously people are gonna want to play like the latest thing.
The new games on their new console. And also, it was missing, SteamOS was just missing a bunch of basic console features, like streaming video. Like Netflix
Yeah.
and Hulu and just video streaming in general on consoles is
Yeah.
just so ubiquitous now.
Yeah, my friend
And-
basically only uses his PS2 or PS3 for like Amazon Prime and stuff like that. Like, 'cause
And
all
that-
the games he has are on like PS3 or something.
Yeah. And the thing is though, if they didn't like unveil the project for a while and then had it come out now, because Linux is not perfect yet, but it's getting very close because there's stuff like Proton and Wine, which are doing good at running Windows games on Linux.
That's crazy.
And it's super cool and interesting. They could have teamed up with these developers and be like, hey,
People
we
who
need
know what
you-
they're doing.
yeah, we need you to help us get something working so SteamOS just has built-in compatibility with all the games. And also, what's even funnier is SteamOS didn't have a tab on the Steam store to buy games that were compatible with SteamOS.
That's so
So,
stupid. So you just
someone
have to
could have
know.
someone could have accidentally bought a game thinking, oh wow, it's on the store, so it must work, and then buy it,
Yeah.
and then like, oh wait, what do you mean I can't play this? I just spent $60 on this.
Yeah, really. Like, you would think it would just be like a Steam streaming thing. Like, that would be so optimal if you could just
They actually
play...
did do that as well as part of it. You could stream, if you had another gaming PC, you could stream games from it to the box. But the thing
I
is,
get
though,
that they're trying to appeal to like non-gamers by like putting it as like a TV thing, because they would suddenly open up their market to like a whole bunch of people who wouldn't normally
Yeah.
buy like a gaming PC just to play like a super intensive game. Like, because obviously they want people buying games on their platform because they get a cut of
Yeah.
it. So it would be really good if it was just a thing that you could just like plug in and you didn't have to
Yeah.
worry about like specs or whatever like that, and it would just like
What's-
run Steam for you.
Well, what's even funnier is Valve made a device called the Steam Link, which was just the streaming functionality by itself. It's just, you
Yeah.
have the one big gaming PC, you want to play your game on the TV, but you don't want to constantly bring your fucking heavy-ass desktop back up and down from your fucking living room. So buy this, hook it up, plug it into Ethernet, and there you go. You can play your games.
I think my roommate has a Steam Link, because I think he tried it out to, like, play Fallout or something on the TV, or, like, LA Noire or something like that. I'll have to ask him about it. I want to see how well it works.
For me, I feel like Valve, if they were more focused, if the Steam machine was being made now, what I think would happen is work more with these developers who are putting games that normally were Windows only onto Linux and get them working like perfectly.
Yeah, because they obviously know what they're doing.
Have only one fucking manufacturer make the goddamn box.
So wait, they were having a bunch of, like, different manufacturers make like, different Steam boxes?
Yes, at different prices. Alienware was selling boxes that started at like 300 and then we're at 700. Zotac made some, fucking Gigabyte made some, MSI made some.
Everybody, you make a Steam box. You make a Steam box. Everybody make a Steam box.
It was such a bad idea to do that.
It's such a disaster.
Literally, you just make one box at one price. Yeah. And then there you go.
Like, how do you keep track of that? Like, because everybody's going to be selling them at different prices. Everybody's going to be making them differently. So if something happens, it could be specific. Like tech support threads would just not work because, like,
it would have to be with each manufacturer and not just with Valve.
If something were to break, like, you don't know if it's a problem with, like, your Alienware one or your other one, or just, like, you don't know if it's specific to the one that you bought from that specific manufacturer. That's just so ridiculous. Imagine if they did that with, like, water or some shit. Like, you bottled this water in our brand, and then you bottled this water in our brand, and just, like, good luck.
And you just go to the store, you drink some water, and then you get fucking salmonella. And it's like, what the fuck, Aquafina?
That way, if someone gets E. coli, they can blame the bottler and not the company. Because they're like, hey, we didn't bottle it. That was on them. That would be a perfect, like, deflection scheme.
Yeah.
That would be fucked up. Why do I keep accidentally coming up with, like, horrific dystopian shit?
Because you're eventually going to end up being a dictator.
Oh, God. A dick? Can't
you're
spell
gonna be like Kim
without dick.
I was just like, you're gonna be like Kim Jong-un and, like, kidnap people and force them to be guests on the podcast.
Oh, God.
Like how he forces people to make movies.
Oh, my God. Seth Rogen on the podcast.
Please do it, Seth. You know you want to. I know you're listening.
I know you're too shy. It's okay. We're very understanding.
Yes.
That is just so ridiculous. I gotta try out my roommate's Steam Link when I go back. I've had Nier Automata for, like, years, and I've never been able to play it because my old laptop was so shitty. But I have it installed now, so I can at least, like, run it and give it a try. I really wanted to stream it, but, you know, if it doesn't work at the end of the day, I'm just gonna play it, hopefully. Because it's a really big game, like that, and Yakuza. I got Yakuza 0 from another friend of mine, and I really wanted to stream that. But that would probably be easier to stream from console. But, like, if I could just get the game streaming on TV and not have to worry about, like, my computer having to run the game and, like, OBS and streaming, like, at the same time, I think that would be really good. That would just make it so much easier.
Yeah.
But, wow, my lip is just completely... I can feel my face again.
Hooray. And that's a good way to end the podcast.
That is a good way to end the podcast. May all your lips be unnumbed if you're listening to this after going to the dentist. Super specific. All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode. That was a good one. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe for more episodes if you really enjoyed. Comment down below your favorite part, and we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Baldy for Smash.